musical. The first people I'm going to be interviewing are Ethan Slater and Danny Skinner, who played SpongeBob SquarePants and Patrick. So, did you guys watch the show as a kid? And what's your favorite episode from it if you did?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
So the show came out when I was 7.
Okay.
I had just turned 7 actually. So it was a huge part of my childhood. It's like what defined my sense of humor and the sense of humor of all my friends and Danny. I didn't actually have cable growing up, so I watched it at friends' houses. So it has that extra appeal of like feeling like I'm with my friends watching SpongeBob. Favorite episode? Can I say 2?
Yes.
Okay. I say I love Bubble Buddy. You know Bubble Buddy?
Yeah.
My favorite part of that is when everybody's telling him that it's not sentient, it's not thinking, and then he turns into a man with a top hat and a cane, gets into a bubble cap and goes away. Brilliant. And then my other favorite one is Idiot Box.
Oh, that's a great one.
Where they buy a giant TV, throw out the TV, and play just in the box. I love that.
Oh my gosh, okay.
That's awesome.
Ethan, do you feel pressure to make SpongeBob just like the animated character?
That's a really good question. Because it's something that we are working on in the show a lot, which is that the fans of SpongeBob want to see a recognizable SpongeBob, and I'm working really hard to make sure that the elements that are key to SpongeBob are there, like his optimism and his sense of positivity. But on the other hand, this is on stage, it's theater, it's 2 hours long, it's not 11 minutes, and there's that human core of SpongeBob that's in the cartoon, that this humanness that we're bringing out even more. And I think that's what's really special about the show, about the musical, is that we're taking the things that you know about SpongeBob, the key important elements, and we're expanding on them and making them as very human. So it's a little bit of both. I think fans of SpongeBob who want to see the character that they know and love are going to get that, but I think they're going to get that and then some. That's my hope.
So, Danny, would you want to have Patrick as a friend, or would he, or would he overwhelm you with his honesty?
Oh man, I would be so happily overwhelmed to have him as a friend. He's so, he's he says kind of whatever he's feeling in the moment, and so I would love to have that as a friend. I mean, it would never be a dull moment.
I'm lucky I get Patrick as a friend.
Exactly,
What do you like and dislike about your character?
I can tell you a couple things that I really like about SpongeBob is the optimism and the positivity in the face of darkness. You know, the story of our show is sort of Armageddon, the end of the world, and things are tough. And in the show on TV, things are often really difficult, but SpongeBob is able to see the positive side of it, and I love that. And it's actually made me more positive in my day-to-day life. I've been working on it. We've been working on it together for about 4 years, and so each time we work on the show again, I feel that seep into my everyday, and I love that.
Awesome.
Yeah, and Patrick, he's just super earnest. Like, he'll say what's on his mind, and that's so refreshing because everybody tries to hide what they're really thinking, and he's not afraid to say what he's really thinking. And so I love that about him.
What's your favorite scene and your favorite song in the show?
Honestly, when it comes to favorite song, every time I hear a different song in the show, I say, it's my new favorite song. They're all so great.
They're really great.
But if I had to pick one, it's the song that Patrick sings, written by Yolanda Adams, where he is being claimed as, he sings an amazing gospel, and it sounds so good, and it's so funny, and the dancing and the choreography is brilliant and so clever, and he just sounds amazing on it, and it's so cool. That's my favorite.
And it's
moments
funny
of the show.
because my favorite is a song called "The Simple Sponge," and it's Panic at the Disco, and it's just the way the song expands. I mean, it's the most satisfying song from start to finish. The way the emotion, it's just an emotional song. It's really great. It's really amazing.
SpongeBob's "I Want" song.
Yeah,
at the beginning of the
and it's
first
just so satisfying, especially like Panic at the Disco. Thanks, Ethan.
Well, that's all the questions I have for you.
Excellent.
Thank you
so
very
much.
Next people I'm going to be interviewing are Nick Flameyer and Carlos Lopez, who play Plankton and Mr. Krabs. And what's your favorite episode of it?
Oh, I like the one where Pearl has her birthday party. That's my daughter in the show. She's a sperm whale, and I'm a crab. And she wants me to buy all this like amazing stuff for her birthday party, but I'm too cheap to do.
That's amazing. My favorite one is Plankton's first episode. I play Plankton, the villain, and when he first shows up, you get to meet him and his computer wife that he programs in order to be married to him. And he just, you just sort of see what a kind of inept villain he is. Like, he wants to be great, but he's bad at it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's very helpful for the show. So,
And
yeah.
a lot of people don't know that Plankton and Krabs went to school together. We grew up together, and then we all went our separate paths, and I got the Krabby Patty formula. He wants to get it.
But dude,
Good for you.
Thank you.
What are the challenges of portraying a tiny evil Plankton?
oh man. That's a great question actually, because it's been sort of the biggest conversation. It's like, how do we deal with, the fact that he's small and I'm relatively regular size, and it's been fun because when you think about it, if you're that small, you have to figure out different ways to communicate with people, and so I think what I've sort of realized is like he's kind of an insecure little guy.
Napoleon complex.
Yeah, he's got a Napoleon complex. He wants to be the ruler of the world because he feels so tiny. So trying to figure out how to play that and how to keep it fun and funny has been a cool challenge.
He does a great job.
I think Mr. Krabs is one of the funniest characters on the show.
Totally agree with you.
What is your favorite funny line that you get to say?
Oh, let's see. There's so many. Oh, there's one line where Squidward is talking about how he wants to do his big squid musical and how great it's going to be, and I go, I hope the volcano gets us first. Because I know what it's not going to be. Squidward. It's such a self-promoter.
What do you like about your character?
I think that Krabs is a great entrepreneur. I think he does really well, and he has this great relationship with his daughter where he really cares about her. So I think he's a really good person and a successful person. He's like the richest person in Bikini Bottom. So yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I actually love the fact that Plankton is bad at being a villain, because that kind of means that he's a sweetheart at his core, and I think it's really fun to play because he's sort of he's aspiring to be the like James Bond guy who wins, but I think that what he's realizing is he actually wants to be liked, and that I can totally relate to, and I think kids can like to too. Like, I like you back. It's like a very relatable guy.
So, what is your favorite scene and your favorite song in the show?
Oh man.
God, there's so many. I mean, how do I pick between all those great artists?
I feel very lucky. I get to do a rap by T.I. Do you know who T.I. is? Yeah, he's pretty cool. So I love doing that song. And then all the scenes are really funny. I mean, Kyle Jarrow, who wrote the book, you'll probably talk to him later. He's so clever, and it's like almost every line is a funny pun or joke about being underwater, and he's done a really beautiful job of taking the 12, 13 years of the show and condensing it into 2 hours.
I would say if I had to pick one song they're all great. I mean, these artists came up with great songs, but Simple Sponge, I mean, that's a really good song. Great message.
Panic at the Disco sings that one.
Yeah.
It's just like so poppy, and Ethan who plays SpongeBob sounds so great. The whole chorus singing it, it's great.
Yeah.
That's all the questions I have for you today. Thank you very much.
Awesome, thanks, Dad.
Thanks for watching.